the part third video of the same chapter number 10th, motion and measurement of distance. What is the name of chapter? Motion and measurement of distance. So in the part first video, you have seen the many topics we have to learn from this chapter, and in part second video, I have explained you about the motion, and the types of motion. I started this topic prior because the measurement and about distance you know very properly. Measurement means to measure anything, and distance between, if you are moving from one place to another place, it is known as the distance. मतलब कितना distance है उस जगह के बीच में. Means these topics are quite clear with you. The motion is very new word for you. That's why you have taken the first topic, that is motion. So in part second video you have learned about that is what is the motion, when an object is said to be motion. Object को motion में हम कब कहते हैं, and the things around us that I also explained you during online session कि observe the things around us and tell me कि which object are at rest and which object are at motion. Okay, तो कोई चीज rest पे है means they are not doing any kind of motion, and some things are doing work, so they are in motion. So the work which they are doing is depending that in which motion they are working. मतलब कौन से motion में वो लोग work कर रहे हैं. So there are the four types of motion. In the part second video you have learned about the two type of motion. The first two, that first is rectilinear or the linear motion, and the second is the curved motion. Second one is the curved motion. So let's recall again that first is the rectilinear or the linear motion. When the object moves in a straight line, it is known as a linear motion. And the example I have given to you for the linear motion, that is a bullet fired from the gun. अगर हम कोई गन में से बुलेट निकाल दें तो बिल्कुल सीधी जाती है. It does not change its direction. वो direction change नहीं होगी. तो it is known as the linear motion. Then second we have seen about the curved motion, means the motion of the ant. Ant is not moving in a straight line. वो it changes its direction again and again. It moves in a curved direction. So the motion of the ant is known as the curved motion. So today the last two motions are pending. The third one is the circular motion. Now let us see that what is the definition of circular motion. The motion in which an object moves on a circular track is known as the circular motion. Here the word motion will come. The motion in which an object moves on a circular track is known as the circular motion. Means when any object is moving in a circular track only, जब कोई भी object circular track पे चलता है, that motion is known as a circular motion. Means when an object is moving on a circular, मतलब एक जगह पे, जैसे एग्जांपल मैंने इसे क्यों किया, because I have taken example of the blades of moving fan. Moving fan के blades ऐसे घूमते रहेंगे, it will not change direction like this. वो डायरेक्शन चेंज नहीं करेंगे, राइट. तो ऐसे ऐसे चलते रहेंगे, तो एक ही पाथ पे चल रहे हैं वो. दे आर मूविंग, द ब्लेड्स ऑफ अ मूविंग फैन आर मूविंग ऑन ओनली वन पाथ ऑन अ वन सर्कुलर ट्रैक. दैट इज मोशन इज नोन एज द सर्कुलर मोशन. एंड द एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस, द ब्लेड्स ऑफ मूविंग फैन. मूविंग फैन के जो ब्लेड्स होते हैं वो एग्जांपल किसका है, सर्कुलर मोशन का. नाउ द लास्ट वन इज द पीरियोडिक मोशन. If any object repeats its motion after a definite interval of time, the motion of the object is known as the periodic motion. Means suppose any object is doing any kind of work now, but again after some interval of time he is doing the same work, or anything is doing the same work, that motion is known as the periodic motion. Means example, motion of a bell ringing by wind. इसको क्या बोलते हैं, periodic motion. Not as an example, motion of a bell ringing by wind. मतलब हवा लगी, bell बजी, and हवा बंद, तो bell का stop. Again wind come, the bell will ring. So it is a periodic motion. Means bell अपना काम interval में कर रही है. It's doing its work in an interval period of time. Now let's see some example of all three kind of motion. Rectilinear motion का हम example देखें. The motion of an arrow released from bow. Motion of an arrow released from the bow. तो बिल्कुल वो सीधा ही जाएगा. Then bell ringing by the wind. motion of water droplets falling from the tap. This example I explained you कि जब टैप में से पानी निकलेगा तो उसको रेक्टिलिनियर मोशन बोलेंगे. Now the motion of a children sitting in a seesaw, motion of a children sitting in a seesaw, example of a periodic motion. मतलब seesaw में एक ऊपर होगा, again the one student will go down. If वो ऊपर होगा तो सामने वाला नीचे हो जाएगा. तो they are doing their work during interval period of time. मतलब कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट मूव होता हो बार बार उसी सेम डायरेक्शन में इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम बीच में हो कुछ, उसको बोलते हैं पीरियोडिक मोशन. जस्ट सी द वर्ड इंटरवल. इफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट रिपीट्स इट्स मोशन आफ्टर अ डेफिनेट इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम, द मोशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज नोन एज द पीरियोडिक मोशन. व्हाट इज द एग्जांपल? मोशन ऑफ अ बेल रिंगिंग बाय wind. So here I have completed all the type of motion. So I hope you understood about the motion, that what the motion actually is, and that's 4 types of motion. Now homework I want to give you, that you have to write 5 examples of each motion. Rectilinear के 5 examples, curved motion के 5 example, circular motion के और periodic motion के 5 examples you have to write. कि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट ले लो, कौन से चारों में मोशन में मूव करता है, you have to write. Okay, so I hope you understood about the 4 types of motion. That 4 types of motion are rectilinear motion, is also known as linear motion, curved motion. So these are the different type of motions are there. Now the topic of motion we have completed, and what is the actual meaning of motion and which types of motion are there. 4 types of motion are there. Okay, now moving to measurement of distance. Measurement of distance, motion word we have completed. Now measurement means what? To measure anything. But why there is need to measure anything? It is why it is mandatory to measure the things. Yes, of course it is mandatory to measure the things, because if the persons will not measure the things, so how they can sell anything? Suppose for example I am telling to you, your mother wants 2 kg of potatoes, right? So if the vegetable vendor is not having a weighing machine, then how he will do the weight of the potatoes? So potato के weight कैसे करेगा कि 2 kg potatoes I want to give? So that's why measurement is very necessary. But measurement is necessary, but in the ancient time people are not having that kind of tools that can measure the distances, measure anything, and they are not getting exactly measure, they are not getting, because in ancient time what the people are using, they are using their body parts like fingers, hands, legs, footstep. They are measuring the distance like this. Suppose I can in Ahmedabad, I want to go Navampur or Maninagar. So how much distance is there between कितना डिस्टेंस है इनके बीच में? हाउ आई कम टू नो कितना डिस्टेंस है इन दोनों के बीच में? हाउ आई कम टू नो? थ्रू द किलोमीटर्स, राइट? किलोमीटर्स हमको एग्जांपल पता चल सकता है, बट इन एंशिएंट टाइम किलोमीटर्स, मीटर्स ये सब कुछ नहीं था. सो हाउ दे वर मेजरिंग? तो दे आर यूजिंग बॉडी पार्ट्स, बट दे आर नॉट गेटिंग अ प्रॉपर मेजरमेंट ऑफ एनीथिंग. किसी भी चीज का प्रॉपर मेजरमेंट वो नहीं ले सक रहे थे. So that's why there is a need of the SI units. Now you are thinking, sir, what is SI units? SI unit means to, these are the units in kilometer, meter, milliliter. These are the SI units. ये need था to measure the things very properly. Now see what is the difference definition of measurement. Measurement means the comparison of an unknown quantity. Just see the word measurement means the comparison of unknown quantity. Yes, of course, unknown quantity. That's why we are measuring. अगर हमको पता होता कि 1 kg है, then why should I measure the thing? Why should I compare? This वो unknown quantity है. अब किससे हम measure करते हैं? With some known quantity. We are measuring any unknown quantity with some known quantity. Suppose 1 kg potatoes I want and 10 kgs of potatoes are there. So how? Only 1 kg of potato I will take, and I will known quantity कितनी है मेरी? Known quantity is 10 kg, and unknown quantity means how much I want? 1 kg. तो unknown quantity को compare किया जाता है known quantity से. Then SI units I have told, which are SI units? Like kilogram, gram, meter, centimeter, kilometer, milliliter. So these all are the SI units that are very much helpful. These are the very much helpful for measuring the distance, for measuring the things. So measurement means the comparison of unknown quantity. मतलब जो क्वांटिटी पता नहीं है उसका मेजर कर रहे हैं हम लोग with some known quantity. मींस अब आप देखा होगा वेइंग मशीन में कि they are having a different, उनको अलग अलग होते हैं वेट के लिए कि 1 kg का अलग होता है, 1.5 kg का अलग होता है, 1.5 kg का अलग होता है. तो 1 kg का रखेंगे वो, but they are not exactly sure that how much of potatoes they will give in 1 kg. ऐसा होता है कि this fixed kg, if you will buy 1 kg of potato, you will get 10 only. No, it is wrong. You will not get only 10 pieces, but it depends upon the comparison. Measurement के ऊपर depend है सब. तो they are putting the balance 1 kg का बैलेंस रखते हैं and they are adding the potatoes in the basket होता है, इसमें डालते जाते हैं. जैसे ही वो मेजरमेंट वेइंग मशीन बिल्कुल इक्वल हो जाता है तो it means कि हमको that we are having a 1 kg of potato with us. So measurement means the comparison of an unknown quantity with some known quantity, and these all are the SI units which we are using for measuring the things. Now for learning more about motion, I will explain you in the part 4th video. So I hope you understood about the 4 type of motions in the part 2nd and part 3rd video. And this is the continuing part 3 only. What is the meaning of measurement? Now only 2 to 3 points are remaining in this chapter that you will learn in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.